Hey guys, how you doing there? Carlos here from YuGiDojo, and as we all aware, priority no longer exists. Meaning, only monsters can use they can't use their ignition effects right away without you being able to do anything. I'm sure you've seen videos and probably read articles about it. If you haven't, there's going to be a link about an article about, bye-bye to priority down below. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about what cards have become better and what cards have become not as great anymore due to this priority not being around. Now, a lot of cards that have become really, really great now, being that priority is not there, is the hand trap Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler can do wonders and does basically everything that you want it to do against an effect monster. They summon their monster and try to use their ignition effect. No, Effect Veiler it. No can do. You can't do it. Technically, you're taking a -1, but being able to stop their effect from going off is probably a lot better. A lot of people are talking about Dino Rabbits, Rescue Rabbit now being able to be Effect Veilered. That is great, but you need to remember also that you have to Effect Veiler it before they say I'm going to activate the effect, because an activation of the effect is them tributing. And being that Effect Veiler can't target a monster that's tributed already because there's nothing there, it will get its effect. So just make sure that's one. So the main card that got really boosted up was Effect Veiler. Another card that actually got really, really good now is the Book of Moon. Now you can actually, they summon, all right, I'll Book of Moon it before they can even activate their effect. Now, I'm not just talking about Rabbit. I'm talking about every single monster now that has an ignition effect. Let's say like BLS, Blackluster Soldier. They removed the monsters, the light and dark from their graveyard, and now they're going to say, okay, I summon BLS. Okay, now I'll book it. Now, they don't get to attack, which they wouldn't have been able to before, but the main one was that they don't get to destroy your monster, remove your monster, basically, from the field there. So that's, amazing, too. Another card that's been seeing a little bit of play more now, but I think is definitely going to be played a lot more, is Bottomless Trap Hole. Because now those big boss monsters that had ignition effects will not be able to use their ignition effects before you can bottomless. So let's say like Judgment Dragon. They summon their Judgment Dragon and say, I'm activating its effect, destroy all the field. Then you say, okay, I'm going to bottomless your thing, your Judgment Dragon. Their effect would still have gone off. But now, I bottomless it. And being that it's not on the field anymore, you cannot activate its effect anymore. So I get to keep all my stuff. Bottomless Trap Hole, big plus. It may even be replacing maybe one Solemn Warning inside people's decks now, just because Solemn Warning may possibly not need to be played in twos now. So, but we'll see what happens with that. Another card that got a big plus is its little brother, the Bottomless Trap Hole's little brother, Trap Hole. Now you can Trap Hole a lot more. Granted, it'll go to the graveyard and not be removed like his bigger brother Bottomless, but you can still, Trap Hole people, Insectors. You could Trap Hole their big monsters with wind-ups. You can Trap Hole, and it still go to the graveyard. It may not be removed, but you stop them. It's the disruptive part that you're doing of stopping them to be able to use their ignition effects. So Trap Hole is a big plus there. Another one is Chain Disappearance. Chain Disappearance just got really, really big, because now you could Chain Disappearance their Rescue Rabbit. Chain Disappearance was their Tour Guide. Granted, with Tour Guide, they're still going to be able to get the other monster if they have one inside the grave, but taking out 3 Tour Guides from their deck in their hand, that's a big plus, so that you don't ever have to worry about Tour Guide coming back again. Another card that I feel that's going to be amazing even more now is Forbidden Lance. Forbidden Lance is going to stop those monsters, those trap cards that people are playing to use against your monsters. So being able to stop them from being able to, you know, stop you from doing your ignition effects. If you Forbidden Lance it, okay, don't worry about it. I'm going to still be able to do my effects now. So boom. Another card is Forbidden Lance that Forbidden Chalice is going to become really amazing because you can use a smaller version of Effect Veiler, basically. You know, you flip it over, boom, they don't get their effect. Another card that I'm thinking is really good right now is the Torrential Tribute. You know, having it at 2 is amazing now. You know, they summon their monster at Torrential Tribute. I mean, it blows up all the monsters there. I think Konami knew what they were doing with that March ban to the ban list there. You know, putting up Torrential and not doing anything to the other decks. They knew that they were going to be doing this priority changing and doing other things that they have been with cards. So I'm going to give Konami a big thumbs up for that. You know, we all thought the March ban list was a but now without priority, the Dino deck is not dead, but is going to be a little bit more skillful in playing now. Now they need to be a little bit more thinking about their moves as opposed to, I'm going to summon Rescue Rabbit, boom, do this, do this, do this. Because now even with their Leviair plays, they don't get the ability to activate its effect of removing to bring back their rabbit right away. You can chain to that. You can destroy it. You know, you can still do all that stuff. Another card that I think is really great now is Compulsory Evacuation Device. You know, it's all about disrupting their plays. You know, they summon, okay, pop it back to your hand. You know, it doesn't matter what monster it is, you're not going to get the ignition effect. So popping their ignition effects, you know, is really good. You know, Phoenix Wing Blast, Raigeki Break, any type of those traps that actually interrupts their plays is going to be definitely good. Another card that I think is going to be really being played a lot more now, even though it probably is at 3 already in the decks, is MST. Because of all these traps, people are going to have to play that MSTs to make sure that they don't get hit by these traps too. So look out for those cards there, you know, Bottomless, Chain Disappearance, Trap Hole, Forbidden Lance. Whole bunch of other cards too. There's going to be a link down below to an article that I'm going to give you all the cards that I think that are going to be getting a lot more popular in decks, and you know, the cards that aren't doing too bad and the biggest losers also. So go check out that link down below to that article. And that's basically it for this segment here. You know, Konami, you gave us a big surprise. You did it a big surprise like 3 days before a big national tournament. The YCS is coming up, so I know that's going to make a big change, and that's great. I'm playing heroes. You just helped me out a lot more because my Hero Blast and my Gemini Sparks just got a big plus that it can destroy their stuff. All right, guys, so go check out the site down below, the link down below, to click on the site to see all the cards and everything, and you guys keep playing good Yugis. Peace.